Hello, my name is Jenricho from 9C. I will start telling the king's horse. Once upon a time, in a beautiful, prosperous kingdom, lived a family of horse, Papa horse, Mama horse, and their two sons, Ralph and Raoul. Papa Horse was the strongest and bravest and most handsome horse in the kingdom. He was the king's horse. He had accompanied the king in times of war and peace. Ralph and Paul were very proud of their father. Like other young horses in that kingdom, they dreamed that they would grow up to be the next king's horse. Ralph always thought about his ambition to be the next king's horse. After all, he was the king's horse, eldest son, and he was as big and handsome as his father. Paul also wanted to be the next king's horse, but he had a smaller body, so he just kept his dream in his heart. There were many children who lived near the stable. They were the children of soldiers and place works. They liked to help taking care of the horse and to play with them. Paul loved the children. He was playing with them. The children would take riding him. It was tiresome, but Paul enjoyed his time with them. Ralph, on the other hand, he didn't like the children. He never let them ride him because he was afraid they would mess up her shiny black skin. "Stay away from me! Don't you know that I'm the next king horse?" He always said that whenever the children were coming. Paul also liked pull carts and carrots. He liked traveling to many places and seeing new things. Once a week, he had his friends pull carts up a very big mountain to deliver some goods. It was very tiring, but the journey was worth it. Ralph, on the other hand, he didn't want to pull the carrots, not to mention carts. He took a long, hard journey toward his appearance. One day, it was time for the king to choose a new horse. So, all young horses brought him into the king. Ralph was ready. Paul wanted to join part, but he knew he was not handsome enough to be the king's horse. But Mama horse told him that he should be a predator, just like other young horses. So he joined it. Ralph was clearly the star of the parade. No other horse had fur as black and shiny as his. No other horse had man as beautiful as his. He had the parade with pride of he knew that the king had his eyes him since the moment he entered the arena. But of course it was true. Paul has been running with children every day, and he had been pulling carts and carrots. He was smaller than his brother, but he was well trained. Of course, he could run faster than Ralph. Ralph exerted his energy. He had to win this race. He made himself rush faster and faster and didn't care about other horses. He broke the crowd and didn't even care when one of the horses fell down after being hit by his big body. Son, he was in the second place, and the rest his brother continued. However, No matter how hard he tried, he couldn't take him over. Suddenly, he saw Paul slowing down his pace. He ran out of the track to the tree. There was a boy on the tree. For safety reasons, the third race was closed for the children apparently. This boy had managed to sneak in and had climbed the tree to watch the race. Paul could see that the boy was in trouble. The branch was sitting on the track and he wasn't able to. The boy would soon fall down. Paul stopped to let down safely on the ground. Meanwhile, Ralph had managed to become the first to finish the race. Everyone was cheering for him. The king walked down from his podium with a medal in his hand. Ralph was very proud of himself. He stopped out and held an eager egg, waiting for the king to reach him. But the king walked past him. He walked to where Paul was standing, put the medal around his neck and said, "You might not be first to finish the race, but you were the fastest horse. You make not the biggest body, but you have the biggest courage. So I chose you as my horse." Everybody clapped his hands. Paul may not be the most handsome king's horse in history, but clearly he had the most beautiful heart of all. Remember, arrogance will get you nowhere. Hard work and kind heart will bring you success. Thank you for listening my storytelling.